Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the lesson Chandni further. So, in the second part, I have told you that Chandni ran away from the window of the room in which she was locked by Abu Khan. Chandni reached the hills. It seemed to her that the old hills were standing in a row to welcome her. She felt like a child meeting her parents after years of separation. So, as a very young uh, child, Chandni was tied to a tree or a pole by Abu Khan, and she has always longed for freedom. She always wanted to run freely in the hills, and after so many years, she was getting to do that. So it was a very pleasant feeling for her. She was very happy. Wherever she went, the tall grass rose to embrace her. Embrace means to hug her. The flowers bloomed to amuse her, to attract her, and the wind sang an endless song of welcome. Means the nature was welcoming her. How different all this was from her past in the prison house of Abu Khan's compound. It was the happiest day in Chandni's life. Chandni was very happy. She was enjoying the hills to the fullest. It was the happiest day in Chandni's life. Then, that day, she played for hours on the grassy slopes of the hills. She met a herd of wild goats who asked her to join their group. So, she also met some friends. But Chandni politely refused. She wanted to enjoy her new freedom all by herself. So, she met some goats and they all wanted to befriend Chandni, but she refused because she wanted to enjoy the freedom all by herself. The sun disappeared behind the hills, and soon darkness enveloped the grass, the flowers, and the trees. The wind stopped blowing, and there was stillness all around except for a strange sound which was coming from the bushes. She heard a strange sound. The sound was like a grunt. The grunt is a short, low sound which is made in the throat. What was it? It wasn't Abu Khan's voice calling her back to the compound, nor was it the voice of another goat. Then Chandni thought of the dangerous wolf who lived in the hills. She felt scared. So, we have read that there was a wolf in the hills who used to kill goats, and Abu Khan had warned her about the same. That's why she was feeling scared. Should she go back to the safety of Abu Khan's hut? Now, the questions were popping up in her head. No, she said to herself, death in an open field is far better than life in a small hut. This is a very important line, and this is the central idea of this lesson. The wolf had come out of the bushes and was staring greedily at Chandni. His eyes were shining like burning coals in the darkness. He seemed in no hurry. He knew the new goat was his. So the wolf knew that he was going to kill the goat and have him in his dinner. The goat, Chandni, was terrified, but she has made up her mind that she would not go back again to Abu Khan. Why? Because she loved the freedom more than the confined life in that hut. The wolf and the goat sized up each other. The wolf was big and ferocious, whereas the goat, though healthy, was small. But small is not weak. Chandni stood firm on her legs, head slightly bent and horns jutting out. She was a picture of courage, means she also gathered her courage. She looked like a brave soldier ready to fight a treacherous enemy. Treacherous means unreliable, someone who is ready to break trust. Okay, I must put up a good fight, Chandni thought. Success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. The fight began. It went on through the night. The moon, which had been watching the fight, began to grow pale and suddenly hid behind the clouds. The stars also began to disappear one by one, means it was a time of dawn, okay? A faint light appeared in the east, and the morning call for prayer came from a distant mosque. So, students, the whole night had passed. The first rays of the sun saw Chandni lying on the ground. It means she was dead. She was completely soaked in blood. The wolf, tired and sleepy, was getting ready to devour her. Devour means to eat, okay, to enjoy, to eat something very quickly, okay. So the wolf was getting ready to devour her. An assembly of birds perched on top of a tree, perched means they sat on a tree nearby, was debating the result of the fight. Some birds were discussing the result of the fight. Who is the winner? One of them asked. The wolf, of course, most of them said. So most of the birds said that it was the wolf who won. A wise old bird declaimed with confidence, Chandni is the winner. This is something you have to understand. Why the old bird said that Chandni was the winner? Because she had won her freedom. Although she died at the end, but her courage, her boldness, her decision making, that was something which made him a real winner. So, students, this was the story Chandni. I hope you enjoyed it, for it was a wonderful story. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.